Monsieur Therrien, you say in your press release yesterday that this has been a matter of discussion between you and Statistics Canada on several occasions over the past years. How long has this been a discussion going on between you and Statistics Canada?
I would say several months, less than a year, but several months.
And you have raised concerns more than once?
We have given advice on each of these occasions, either meetings or correspondence that we receive from Statistics Canada.
The concern you express in your press release is that you say you express a concern to Statistics Canada about whether or not they could do what they're doing without having personal identifiers attached to the information that they get from Canadians. So is that the subject of discussions you'll be having with Statistics Canada?
We have suggested that Statistics Canada use information that is de-identified from the get-go, but now we're getting into the issues that will be the subject of the investigation. So this is something that we have recommended in the past. Whether how they are proceeding is consistent or inconsistent with the Privacy Act, of course I cannot say because we're investigating and I need to reach conclusions before I give them.
But you are on the record as saying that you have identified to them as one alternative is to not have any identifiers to this personal information.
Yes, we've suggested this, and we'll see again how they have proceeded in practice.
Statistics Canada, by statute, has the power to do what it's doing. If you disagree with them, where do things go?
We're getting into the substance of the matter. That will be the subject of the investigation. I cannot prejudge what the outcome will be.
In your press release, you also express that you say you understand that Canadians would be concerned by this. You say, we understand that Canadians might raise concerns about their personal information with identifiers being used by Statistics Canada.
We have highlighted issues around transparency. We have suggested that Statistics Canada be transparent in its new ways of proceeding. So that, yes, is a recommendation that we have made.
In this investigation, will you be speaking with the banks? Because the banks are on the record now as saying that they would like clarification and they are seeking advice on this. They seem to be fairly hesitant as well about the StatCan taking this information with personal identifiers.
We will gather information, certainly directly from Statistics Canada, on which industry sectors they have asked information from. And if we need to speak directly to industry sectors beyond Statistics Canada itself, we will do so. It may not end with banks. There may be other industry sectors involved.
They would have a say, then, in your investigation?
The industry sectors?
That would weigh for something. If the industry says we have real problems with it, that would weigh in your investigation. You would take that into account?
At the end of the day, it's going to be a question of is what Statistics Canada lawful? If industry sectors have submissions they wish us to take into consideration, we will consider them. But at the end of the day, it's going to be is what Statistics Canada doing lawful according to the Statistics Act, to PEPEDA, to the Privacy Act. That will be the subject of our conclusions.
Another thing you say in your press release yesterday is that you say you're asking Statistics Canada to explain more why it needs these personal identifiers at the beginning of the process, why it needs to have identified information.
We're getting into the merits of the matter, and this is what will be investigated.
Any idea how long this might take, the whole investigation?
A few months.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.